just right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This time, Burrow will look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Plays and out. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Ravens, they'll take over
at their own 38-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Escaping the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Jackson.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Cincinnati.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 4 yards.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Second and goal.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Now this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 9-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Sam Hubbard on the
defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Minutes remaining in this first half of football. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. This time Jackson will throw it. That's taken in by Duvernay. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 32 on the play.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down, Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Bengals.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow on play action. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 10.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
To the ground and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And Burrow going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And for Tyler Boyd, incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the cover.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
as a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 12, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 25. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Bengals grab it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's now third down.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble.
On for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down and 4.
Throwing is Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
On the play. Brings up third and goal.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Ravens 17. Bengals 9.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Down by Malik Harris.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third down, Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going forward with the option right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 29-yard line.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
24-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Ravens 17.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Ravens, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.